Intermediate schools have traditionally had very traditional specialist programs, and if you think back to your intermediate years, you probably did, if you're a boy, you did metalwork and woodwork, and if you're a girl, you did cooking and sewing. And then a little bit more latterly, the girls were allowed to do metalwork and woodwork, and the boys were allowed to pop into the sewing room and to the cooking room and practice their skills there. We knew that we wanted to have something different if we were to offer a future-focused curriculum. And we decided that rather than the students all going to woodwork and all making a pencil case, and all going to cooking and all making the same cushion, that we would offer them a program of specialisation that was related to their inquiry. And that's how the rooms eventuated. We had the pedagogy first, and then we developed those learning spaces to match. So what the students do now is they have a program of inquiry that's happening in their class, and with their class teacher they go to specialisation and they make something in specialisation that fits their inquiry. So they could utilise a metalwork space, a design space, they could use a cooking space, they could use the fabric space, and they could use the visual arts space, so long as it meets the need of what it is that they want to make that fits in with their inquiry. It's quite different. The teachers, classroom teachers now go with the class to specialisation. They don't have release time during specialisation. They have additional release at other times, but it's really good that the classroom teacher is part of that program of work. The spaces work really, really well. It sounds probably a little bit unwielding to have up to 90 students in 3 teaching spaces, and they move anywhere between those 3 spaces, but it works incredibly well, and the students pan out what their needs are in terms of where or what space they want to utilise, and they have their classroom teacher there to help them, as well as a specialist teacher.
In addition to obviously the specialist area, we've also developed the classroom learning spaces as well. Over the last 3 or 4 years, we've developed school-wide pedagogy using a conceptual framework, which obviously we have 6 themes that run through the school. Yeah, part of that is developing a classroom environment that also utilises the inquiry approach to teaching and learning. Over the last 3 or 4 years, we've worked hard on the pedagogy that goes with it, and over the last year, we've put in place the property that utilises that. The property is all based on students' choice, having a choice in the working environment, having a choice in where they sit, having a choice in what they learn, and obviously having a choice in the assessment that they use. The Learning Common, which you call it, utilises breakout rooms. It utilises different levels of furniture, utilises a range of learning styles and a range of learning environments, so it best helps with children's learning. What that looks like is that children can choose where they sit, can choose the environment that they like to work in. Sometimes obviously it's just like the real world where where adults choose the best place, whether it's quiet, whether it's a cooperative table, whether it's sitting singularly, or whether it's having a full class discussion. Our Learning Commons help that out. The actual property side of things is probably the easiest part. The pedagogical approach across the school is the hardest part. As I said, we've worked on for the last 4 years or so. A good teacher is always going to be a good teacher, but a good teacher with the right learning environment is going to be a better teacher. So we've tried via professional development, obviously looking at the schools, looking globally, tried to develop a learning model that best puts this child at the centre of everything we do, and children making choices and using locus of control to drive their learning. We get 100% engagement and 100% success over the last 2 or 3 years. Some really great results have come out in terms of obviously school-wide testing, as well as children transferring knowledge from one subject area to the next, which is a hard concept to grasp.